I'm here with Ben.
And I'm here with Ben.
And we got Kuz in the studio.
Hi. And we got Mikey in the back.
And this is the Ben and Ben Show.
Today we're going to be looking at a couple new singles that recently dropped. And then we're going to be heading into a Kuz review. And finally we'll be giving our own review of Lil Nas X's new album, Montero.
So yeah, my universe. Thoughts? You're a Coldplay fan.
I am a Coldplay fan. I think it's a solid track. I did not have high expectations for this. I thought that Coldplay and BTS, it is a little cheesy. It is very pop heavy, but I actually think that they work well together. Not gonna lie.
Honestly, they had that single before this that was like 10 minutes long, and I was not with it. But then they came out with this, and they kind of just sent it home.
Really? You like this better than the other one? Than Coloratura?
The 10-minute one that was just like...
Interesting.
Yeah, I definitely like that one a lot better.
Okay.
I think that was a lot more, digestible than most.
That's true.
Coldplay is in a weird spot, I think. I'm excited. I'm interested to see this new album that's coming.
Me too.
Cheesy singles that are digestible.
Well, yeah, I think the lyrics. No, I think the song is good. I'm just saying the lyrics are fairly cheesy.
I haven't even heard the song. I'm just talking about how you guys are talking about cheese singles.
No, that's a good point.
Yeah.
The new song "My Universe" by Coldplay and BTS is a Kraft cheese single.
Yep.
Just the Korean rapping from BTS.
Good on him.
We aren't even we aren't even talking about that BTS is on this. Like, I don't even know how they. Mikey, look that up.
Yeah,
look up how BTS and Coldplay got together on this. We'll get back to you guys on that.
I actually don't.
Okay, tell me.
Well, what happened was, for a long time, BTS had been saying, if there's one artist we could collab with, it'd be Coldplay.
Oh.
And then back in, February, they covered Fix You. And so I think that kind of started the relationship between the two. And they kind of just, ended up working together. I don't know.
It's so weird that out of any, artist that, a Korean boy band would want to do
it's just
stuff
Coldplay.
with, it's just Coldplay.
I don't know.
Well, yeah. Universe by Coldplay with BTS. Go check it out.
It's my universe.
Well, fuck.
It's nothing.
It's my universe, not yours.
Hey, I think you have protagonist syndrome.
I claim this universe for the British Empire.
My
So the next track up is I Remember by bbno.
I think, honestly, this is a pretty solid track.
I was impressed.
It's the universe's answer to the I Forgot meme.
That's so true.
That is true. I just said that. You told me to save it.
I did.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Anyway.
Super organic, Eli. No, but I don't think I've heard anything by bbno. Except for
what he has done with Young Gravy, probably.
There was that one TikTok sound, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. But I was impressed.
He had bbno. If you don't know who we're talking about, if you just look up La La La, you'll know what that song is. It was all over TikTok and shit. So, I think
this is a Christian podcast, but
I think
we need to literally reviewing Lil Nas X and Montero. Not a Christian podcast.
One of the look that you gave me after you swore, though, it's just. Alright, anyways, I remember. I think it's a solid track. I think it's upbeat, bouncy, like it. It's good.
Yeah, nothing really else to say there.
I was surprised at how the cards were dealt. I wasn't ever sure of how you felt, but I knew for certain I would take you back anytime.
So, next up we got... What's the name of the song?
You and Me.
You and Me.
by
by Alt J.
He didn't remember.
Yeah, You and Me by Alt J. I think Ben and I came to the same conclusion that just like most of Alt J's songs, it's good background music. It's background music, but it's good. Nothing really else to say there. I mean, any other thoughts there, Ben?
I mean, it's a good listen, but after the first couple times, it's like, okay, yeah, as you said, it's kind of just background music.
Yeah.
But it's solid. It's catchy.
For sure.
Sending videos to friends in London.
So the next track up is I Feel It by John Bellion featuring Burna Boy. I really like this track, actually.
John Bellion coming in strong. I didn't really know. I cannot name a single song by John Bellion. I'm not gonna lie.
The one that you would know is All Time Low.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
But yeah, I used to listen to him a lot in like middle school, like early high school. But he hasn't released anything in a while, so this was a pleasant surprise.
Dude, Burna Boy just came up to him and said, "Dude, you need to release some shit." And he came out with this.
It's the second time this episode, Ben. Oh, the third.
But yeah, I think the beat's nice. It's just great. It's great. I'd say you should listen to it.
One of the songs ever for sure.
Yeah.
Alright, next up we got a new single from Jonas Brothers, Who's in Your Head? I mean, I like this one better than the John Bellion one, not gonna lie. It's kind of like the Baby No Money song where it's just it's fast, it's ready to go. I just like it overall.
Yeah, I agree with it being better than the John Bellion one. I really like what they've been putting out since they got back together, actually. I don't know, it's got this nice vibe to it. It's nice.
It's all about the vibe.
It is.
Yeah.
The vibes are right, you know.
I've said this before, but I think it's...
Why would you say that, Eli? They don't know!
They don't know.
They don't need to know!
You can lie
to... No, you know what? You don't get to know now. That this will be an inside joke just for us. Just for us. Anyway. That'll be it.
You leave me broken.
Bitch, I did it. I made
Next up we got a remix of Perfect by Logic, and he adds a verse by Lil Wayne and ASAP Ferg.
I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of this track. Not even the original. I don't know. It's not my thing.
I'm gonna be honest, when I saw the title on the list, I thought that someone had remixed Perfect by Ed Sheeran. And
that's what this is.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I get it. It's a joke. Okay.
Yeah, we did a little bit of joking on the podcast.
Just a little bit.
No jokes.
Just sprinkle.
No more jokes.
Yeah.
No more jokes from here on out.
Okay.
This is a
serious podcast.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Or is it?
I'm sorry. Are you done?
No.
I thought it was a pretty okay track.
It wasn't perfect.
Despite the title, it was not perfect, but I do think I like it better than Ben or Eli does.
Yeah.
I mean, the verse by Lil Wayne was good. ASAP, he was there doing his thing. So yeah, go check it out, I guess.
When that geek go black on the beat and I'm killing them off for my cleats. Don't stand in my way. Okay. I got some motherfucker. Nigga, what you doing? They got an unlimited amount of jewelry on us. You know what I'm saying? Bust down 00, you know what I mean? 007, all the emeralds.
Yes, my area code is 608.
The 608, the greatest band to ever exist. Anyways, next song, You Selling Dope, Lil 00, Lil 00, I don't even know. Ben put this on here, but Future's on it.
That's the only reason.
I know how to pronounce Future. I know who that is.
What? You did Mask Off. Do you know that song?
I do. What is your song? I mean, what are your thoughts? Your thoughts on the song?
beat. It definitely had a beat.
I think, yeah, I agree. It has a beat.
Most songs do.
There's not much to say about it.
Not
honestly.
a whole lot. It's just there. I don't know.
I feel like it's a pretty forgettable song. One listen, like if I were given aux, that is not what I would play.
No, and not at all. Probably one of the worst singles we have here, but it's not that bad, honestly.
No, yeah, we have a good collection of singles. Saying it's the worst, I actually think Perfect is, like, the remix of Perfect is the worst, for me at least. But.
I gotcha.
And that rounds out the singles.
Moving on to some albums.
We're now heading over to our art correspondent, Eli Kuzma, for an analysis on the album cover art for Montero.
Okay, alright, I have this pulled up on my phone. It's about to die, so I'm gonna make this quick. So, pretty much, first impressions. For those of you who haven't seen the cover, somehow, it's essentially, it's Lil Nas X, naked, sort of suspended in the middle, around some classical Greek architecture above, so there are some rivers. It's basically kind of trippy, but the interesting thing, this song specifically, the Call Me By Your Name, it's really sort of not an attack, but definitely a critique of the classical views of Christianity. If you look at the cover art, you know, between the grand Roman columns and the sort of the clouds and his just all of it really kind of screams. Of course, it's modernized, but it's sort of it evokes sort of the imagery of the classical Renaissance biblical paintings. Like if you notice the sort of way he's floating. And he has his arm kind of out. I'm doing it in front of, but you obviously can't see.
You can go look at the picture.
Yeah.
Just follow along.
Yeah, anyway, follow
first.
along. If you look at his positioning in the way he sort of has his hand out, I don't know if this was intentional, but it really reminds me of The Creation of Adam by Michelangelo. That's for those of you who don't know, it's
I think that's definitely intentional.
The sort of like he's reaching his arm out and stuff.
Ceiling of...
Yeah, and then I think it does a really good job of calling attention to classical biblical art. Yeah, I think it's just really cool. It's really trippy. I'd say like 8.5 out of 10. It's pretty good.
No, that's pretty high.
Yeah, it's pretty high album cover.
Nice. Yeah, very insightful.
Yeah,
Sick.
thank you.
Well, that was our art correspondent, Eli Kuzma, otherwise known as Kuz, otherwise known as Cooter.
Alright.
Thank you. We will be moving right into the review of the album.
I caught it bad just today. You hit me with a call to your place.
So, Montero by Lil Nas X. It is 41 minutes long, released September 17th.
Yep.
And honestly, it's a great album. I mean, Lil Nas has shown us time and time again, ever since Old Town Road, that he is not a one-hit wonder. Ever since Old Town Road, he's just been on this upward streak leading up to this album. I mean, what are your thoughts on Old Town Road, guys? I mean, Lil Nas X.
Well, I will say Old Town Road, I think...
You've heard it so many times.
It's a little overplayed now, but I think that for what it's worth, it's a good song.
I always thought he said hotel room.
Okay. The title of the song is Old Town Road.
Like you'd hear it and you say, I'm gonna take my horse to the hotel room. If you don't hear that, you're telling me you don't hear that.
No, because I know it's Old Town Road.
But... yeah, okay.
Anyways, I think all the controversy behind that song, you know, getting Billy Ray Cyrus on it,
He's
all of the
fueled
remixes.
by controversy, isn't he? Like
that's true.
Like the whole devil.
Call Me By Your Name. Yeah.
Coming out as gay, first off, all in like the rap industry is kind of a big thing.
And the country industry.
And the country industry, yeah. And then like. I mean, he's not really part of the country industry.
No, I know,
now, but who cares?
The controversy behind Old Town Road was kind of behind the, you know, is it rap, is it country, is it...
And then, like, he had the whole shoes that were, like, had blood in them. So, I don't think Christians were on his side. And then, like, yeah, leading up to... This is his first...
Very intentional.
Yeah.
like totally. He's trying to get a reaction out of them.
And I think he's doing a great job.
He's gonna.
Yeah.
No, Montero first studio album. It's a great. He's hitting the ground running with this. I think we're only gonna see more good things from him. I mean, besides the singles that we already had before this, what were some some tops for this? Highs, I should say, for this album.
Yeah, I think clear high for this is That's What I Want. It's one of the songs I don't believe was released as a single before the release of the album.
No, yeah.
But I think that's just a really upbeat, even though it delves into more serious meaning behind the lyrics, it's still upbeat, it's really catchy. I think that's definitely a highlight of the songs that we haven't heard yet, or hadn't heard. But.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. And I think besides just the songs itself, he has a lot, he doesn't have many features, but he has some good features. He's got Elton John for one, who's playing the piano on One of Me. And, it's Elton John. He's doing fantastic.
Yeah, when I heard that he was going to be on the album,
it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. I thought it was...
Yeah.
And then, I did think he was going to be singing on it.
Yeah.
A little disappointed that he wasn't, but I also think that his piano work on that song is just amazing. Mm-hmm. And it brought more attention to that on the song, which I think makes it one of my favorite off the album, personally.
Oh, yeah. I mean, then... Miley Cyrus is on the last track. I think she does good. I mean, it doesn't blow me out of the water or anything, but it's a good feature. The Doja Cat's on it. If you're a Doja Cat fan, of course you're. It's
Megan Thee Stallion.
I think all these features go a long way.
Yeah, it's also kind of all of the songs are in all caps.
A lot of artists do that.
Yeah.
For example, Kendrick Lamar's "Damn," all of the songs are in all caps. I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure that Baby Keem's... Mikey, check this out for us. But
Mikey, can we pull this up, please?
I'm pretty sure that Baby Keem's last album was in all... Nope, I'm wrong. It was in all lowercase. But yeah, no, it just goes
Except for Orange Soda.
That's not part of it. That's not from the Melodic Blue, but it was in all lowercase. So,
I will say, out of the features, at least the songs with features, I will say Dollar Sign Slime for me.
Not a strong song.
I think it's just the trumpet arpeggios throughout, or it's. It seems cheesy to me.
There's a way to do a good trumpet beat. I don't think it's this.
Obviously, he knows how to utilize trumpets, as seen in Industry Baby, which I think is my favorite song off of the album. Mm-hmm. It's so solid. But then when you have those trumpets on a song like Dollar Sign Slime, it just doesn't work for me. Probably my least favorite song on the album.
I gotta say, my least favorite song, and I know this makes Ben angry. Well, no, I know.
Not angry, but yeah. I like this song. But.
Lost in the Citadel just doesn't do it for me. When you compare it to all the other songs, it just does not feel very strong. I feel like just the lyrics aren't there. The singing feels very much like a basic pop song that you could hear from any pop singer.
I'll give you that, yeah. That makes sense.
In an album where each of these songs is something totally trying to blow you out of the water, I feel like this song is kind of a weak choice. It's not a bad song. If someone was playing this in the car, I wouldn't go, "Turn this shit off!"
That's number 5.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I agree with you on that. But I also think he's playing it safe on this song. I still think that it works out, and I think he does it well.
Yeah.
I would say the vocals shine on that song, as well as on some of the later songs like Void.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the vocals overall are actually very strong.
Mm-hmm.
So far, we haven't really been able to see his full potential, and he's kind of showing off what he can do.
And I mean, if we want to talk about vocals, when you go to the 3 songs after this one, they all have really good singing on them.
I feel like the album's kind of broken into 2 parts.
Yeah.
The first part is more upbeat. It's more pop kind of aiming. And then the second half, it gets more kind of introspective, more...
He starts talking about, the industry. He's talking about how he got here. He's talking about, the expectations that were put upon him when he released Old Town Road. I mean, he makes direct references in, several lyrics to Old Town Road. You can definitely tell that there's a lot of different eyes looking down on him and expecting different things from Lil Nas, and I think he just pours a lot of that frustration into this last half of the song.
Yeah. Those slower songs, the more real songs for him, at least. Or where his vocals come out more, I think. So you said your least favorite is Lost in the Citadel. What is your favorite?
I mean, like Industry Baby or like the title track are both fantastic songs.
Yeah.
And they have been. I like them from the first time I saw it. I heard it, Well, what would you give this on a scale of 10?
On a scale of 10, it's hard. But I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. And I know that might seem fairly low for how much praise we've been giving it. But over the past week, I haven't actually been finding myself going back and listening to it a ton. I think it's a great album. I think that he really shines. I don't know if he's necessarily found like his sound yet though, which I know his goal was to have a wide variety, keep it interesting, kind of test out the waters. But I feel like he's got a lot to build upon here, and I'm excited to see where it takes him. But I think a 7 out of 10. You?
I'd say a strong 7 to a light 7.5. Like I could easily see it being a 7.5 in my book. I think like you said, he's still testing the waters, trying to find his sound. But I think that's pretty standard for like a studio album.
Especially for his first one. Yeah.
Yeah, a first studio album.
Yeah,
is what I meant to say. Yeah. So yeah, I think a 7 out of 10 is pretty good. And like I always think a 5 out of 10 is like just a perfectly mediocre album.
Yeah, I feel like people often think like 6 out of 10 is like bad.
Yeah,
but in reality, 5 out of 10 for at least me, and obviously you too. That's like the down the road, like didn't hate it, didn't necessarily love it. It's just there. But I think a 7 out of 10 is
it's a pretty good.
Of course, as Eli said in his album cover art review. The album does touch upon society and the societal norms, because he's kind of breaking the mold. Not that he's the first gay artist or gay rapper on this scale. I don't know.
Like he's extremely successful.
So we're gonna cut out everything you said.
Kuz was never here. No. Honestly, for something to be a 9 out of 10 or 9.5 out of 10, it has to be like super good and just be consistently super good for me.
Yeah. And I don't.
Sure, yeah. that's what rocks your boat.
I don't think that this song has any skips necessarily. Actually, I really just don't like $sign Slime. I don't know.
Not a strong song.
I will say that's the one skip for me. But other than that, I think it's a great album. Top tracks are probably like Void, Industry Baby, obviously.
Is it better than Donda?
I think I like Donda better, but
I think I like this better.
I don't know. It's really close for me. It's really close.
See, the thing with Donda, it has. Okay, well, I think next episode we're gonna do like Donda versus CLB.
Yeah.
Donda has some very high highs, but then some very low lows for me.
That's true.
Donda.
Yeah.
So. All right. Well, this has been Ben and Ben Show review of Montero. Thanks to Eli Kuzma, our art correspondent.
Yeah.
Our first special guest on the show. This was pilot episode 1.
Yeah.
It's gonna sound like shit.
It's the first pilot episode. That's number 6, by the way. He owes us $1.50 in the swear jar.
You know you love us back.
This is gonna be. We're gonna break the internet.
Whoa!
It's $1.75.
Oh, $sign Slime.
We'll see you next week.
See ya.
I blew up, man. Everybody trying to sue me. You call me Nas, but